Tervetuloa takaisin Blackwell, hetkellä mikä tää on, Convergencen läpipeluuseen.
Hey, Joey?
What could it possibly be?
Chat with Joey.
Not right now.
Aha. Joseph Mitchell.
I heard about Joseph Mitchell back when I studied journalism. He sounded fascinating. What was he like?
Southern guy, very soft-spoken. Seemed like a wimp, but had more backbone than I gave him credit for.
I can't believe you and Auntie met him.
He almost got your auntie killed. Remember that.
No, sen takia, että Lauren itse halusi sen. Plan your next move.
You know what I think we should do?
What?
Talk to people. Somebody's bound to know something.
Sure, talk to people. Because you're so good at that.
That's all for now.
Sure.
Ei tässä ollut mitään.
Paul has a B-mail address just like me.
Ei ole mitään muuta. Väkätys, kun se on B. Mitchell, niin se toinen on C. Mitchell, mutta mikä se salasana sitten on, niin en sano sukunimi.
You coming?
All right, I'm coming.
Roosevelt Islandilla mitään uutta on.
He's drinking from a coffee mug. It's got something written on it, but I can't see it from here. Hi.
Try to make small talk.
Rotten day to be out, huh?
I've seen worse.
Try again to make some small talk.
What brings you out here?
None of your business.
Rude. Try to make small talk one more time.
Pretty cool lighthouse, huh?
If you say so.
Nice mug.
Nice mug.
Uh-huh.
What's written on it?
Mind your own business.
Fuck you.
Could I ask you a couple of questions?
And who are you, may I ask?
Rosangela Blackwell. Nice to meet you.
Why do you want to talk to me?
Ask about the lighthouse.
I'm curious about the lighthouse.
What makes you think I know anything?
Anything unusual?
I'm wondering if anything unusual happened here.
Unusual like what?
Just anything unusual.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Well, see you around.
Uh-huh.
Joey käy
An old guy drinking from a coffee mug. Not even a twitch.
kofimaga.
The mug has a company logo on it. It says Gold Tech? No idea what that is.
Goldtech. Kysytään Googlelta. Sun pitäis kyllä hommata kännykkä itsellesi. Tarvitsisi jossain aina kotiin. John Goldwater, deceased. The body of a man named John Goldwater was found by the Roosevelt Island lighthouse. His father is reported to spend a lot of time at the scene. Olisiko tämä hänen isänsä? Murderer still at large. The search continues for the murderer of John Goldwater, whose body was found by the Roosevelt Island lighthouse early this week. John Goldwater was the chief researcher at Goldtech, a local medical research facility. John leaves behind his father, Marty Goldwater, who often keeps vigil at the scene of the crime. So Marty. Löytyykö Marty Goldwaterista mitään? Nuorisollissa. Ei oo Facebookissa.
You coming?
Taas mä skippasin ton sit sen, kun mä kertaakaan vielä kuultu sitä Telegram. Siis sen sanovan sitä äänen.
Hi.
Eiku Martin. Eikö sen ollutkaan nyt Martin? No ihan sama.
Are you Marty Goldwater?
Yeah, who are you?
Rosangela Blackwell.
What do you want?
Your son. I heard what happened.
You knew my boy?
No, but I'm looking into it.
You with the police?
No, but I'm sort of freelance.
But you can't do any worse than those worthless cops have. So sure, be whatever you want.
Eli siellä netissä luki Maati. Rosa sanoi Maati, mutta tossa tekstissä luki Martin. Go figure. Open notebook. Käydään kaikki läpi. Tiedätkö mitään Park-gallerista?
Have you ever been to the Park Gallery?
No, I haven't.
Tiedätkö Monika Stallmanin?
Do you know Monique Stallman?
No.
Tai Monique, ei Monika. Frank Lyons?
Do you know anything about Frank Lyons, the actor?
The dead actor? Who isn't familiar with him these days? I saw the movie. Don't know what all the fuss was about.
Mineda.
Have you ever been to a bar downtown called the Minetta?
The Minetta? Is that place still around? Oh, I haven't been there for years.
So you know it.
I used to go there years ago.
Mitään muuta.
Can you tell me anything about the Minetta?
What's to say? It's a bar. I used to live in that area when I was young. I'm surprised it's still around.
Siis sä tiedät varmaan Joe Gould-fundin.
Have you ever heard of a man named Joe Gould?
You mean Professor Seagull?
You've heard of him.
Sure I did. Back in the day, you'd always see him wandering the West Village. Must have been, 50 years ago. I was a young man then. He called himself Professor Seagull. If you gave him $1, he'd recite poetry in seagull language.
For real.
Who knows? It was a laugh. New York was full of people like that in those days. Times sure have changed.
Se olisi pitänyt olla then, ei tän. Tää on muuta Joe Gouldista.
Do you have any more Joe Gould stories?
Why are you so interested in him?
I just am. Do you mind talking about him?
Oh, not at all. It's nice to remember those days. I can't think of anything else, though.
Tiedätkö mitään Meltzer Foundationista?
Have you ever heard of the Meltzer Foundation?
No, I haven't.
Joseph Mitchellista?
Have you ever heard of Joseph Mitchell?
Didn't he used to write for the New Yorker?
Yes.
I think I've read some of his work, but it's so long ago I can't remember.
John Goldwater.
How exactly was he killed? The newspaper didn't say.
His neck was crushed. They said he was choked, but there were no bruises on his neck. I never heard of anything like it.
Crushed.
Yeah,
Do you have any theories of your own?
of course I do. It was his rival company that did it. Lazarus Technology. They did it, but I can't prove it.
Lazarus Technology. Tää kyllä kuulostaa vahvasti sille, että se Countess on käynyt tappamassa se kummituksena.
Why do you think this other company is involved?
Look, my boy was a genius. He ran a medical technology firm not far from here as one of their chief researchers. He was making a device that can improve the efficiency of pacemakers. A real breakthrough, he said. But this other firm, Lazarus, was working on the same thing. It was a real race to see who'd finish it first. He didn't eat, he hardly slept, he poured his life into his work. Then one night he called me to say he had finished. He wanted to celebrate. That was the last time I talked to him.
He was killed that night?
Yes, and a few days later the device was registered by Lazarus. No justice, none at all.
Mitään muuta.
So you think someone from Lazarus killed your son?
It's a pretty big coincidence, wouldn't you say? I've tried calling Lazarus, but they refused to talk to me. They eventually put a restraining order on me. At least John went to his grave believing he was a success, for all the good it does.
So you think someone from Lazarus killed...
It's at least...
Okei.
Well, see you around.
Uh-huh.
Mennään takas kotiin. Kysellään sitä Lasaruksesta.
Here we go. Lazarus Technology.
Lazarus was established blah blah blah. For more information, contact us at 1255 4554.
Thank you for calling Lazarus Technologies, please choose from the following options. For general information about Lazarus Technologies, press 1. To inquire about our products, press 2. To speak to an operator, press 3.
General information.
Lazarus Technologies is the world's leader in biomedical and biomechanical engineering. We supply research and development to hospitals and clinics throughout the world. Lazarus Technologies is supported by a generous grant from the Meltzer Foundation.
Products.
If you would like to request a product catalog, please speak to a customer representative.
No sehän oli tärkeä. Operator.
You have reached the general office mailbox. Please leave a message and someone will get back to you shortly.
No, minä käyn Meltzer Foundationissa.
Let's go.
It's about time. Let's scram.
Olin, mä kuuntelin sen.
Yes,
Hi, me again.
go right in.
I heard you were at the gallery last night.
Yes,
And you saw what happened?
yes.
Wow. Just wow. What would possess a guy to do a thing like that, huh?
I don't know.
Well, enough doom and gloom. What can I help you with?
Onks mä käynyt tämän läpi? Tiedätkö mitään Joseph Mitchellistä?
Have you ever heard of a reporter named Joseph Mitchell?
That name sounds familiar.
He was a reporter for the New Yorker magazine.
Hey, that's it. Charlie used to work there. Hey, Charlie, did you know Joseph Mitchell?
Everyone knew him, Paul. He was a living legend.
A living legend. How about that?
Mitään muuta?
Have you ever heard of a He was.
He did. Hey, Charlie. A living.
Ei sitten. John Goldwater.
Have you ever heard of a guy named John Goldwater?
No, sorry.
Lazarus Technology.
I heard that your foundation gave money to Lazarus Technologies.
Oh, yes. That was one of our first success stories.
Mitään muuta?
I heard that your foundation gave money to
Oh, yes. That.
Right, no siitä ei tullut mitään sitten. Mitään. No, Lazarus Technologies success, okei, se oli tänne.
I learned something interesting about Lazarus Technologies. It rose to success on the shoulders of a murdered man.
That's a strong thing to say.
It's true. His company was an inch away from beating Lazarus, but then he was killed.
Even if this is true.
It is true. You can look it up.
Even still, I don't see how this is our fault. What do you expect us to do? Give back the money? We're a private foundation. Money has to come in order for money to go out.
Mä en tiedä.
Someone died. Doesn't that bother you?
Sure, it bothers me. Death is a horrible thing, but I don't see what it has to do with us.
Well, thanks for talking to me. I might be back later.
Sure thing, drop on by anytime. Did you see that look she gave you?
Paul,
I'm just looking out for you, little brother.
well, don't.
Tuleeko tässä mitään uutta?
Stay put, kid. Can't do any.
Hey, when are we going to get a real... Oh, come on.
It doesn't.
What do you want me to do? Can't do anything.
Of course it's safe.
I just read all...
Won't
Then
give it a rest.
Tuskin tässä on mitään uutta. No, se nyt ei johtunut sitten mihinkään. Parkkaleri.
Hi, Josie.
Rosangela, gosh, what a horrible night.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Poor Claude, I had no idea what the show was doing to him.
What do you mean?
Well, he killed himself, didn't he? Oh, he grumbled a lot, but I thought deep down he liked the attention. Still, at least his work shall live on.
Keeping the gallery open.
You're keeping the gallery open?
Of course. Everything here is completely sold out.
Really?
That painting behind you? Yesterday, I couldn't give it away. Today, I'm being offered $5,000 for it.
That's horrible.
That's business, I'm afraid. I feel bad for Claude, but, well, I have debts. I have investors to pay back.
Josie's windfall.
Lucky for you, he died.
That's not fair. I've known Claude for years. I liked him a lot. He never felt his work would be seen by anybody. And now people believe his work has value. That's something, isn't it?
If you think so.
The money.
What will you do with the money?
Well, a percentage of it will go to my investors. As for the rest, I don't know. I could sponsor another artist like Claude, or I could give it to charity. I'll need to think about it.
Can I ask you some more questions?
I don't think so, Rosangela. I'm meeting with the buyers today, and I have to get everything ready.
Bye, Josie. Good luck with, well, everything.
Sure, bye.
Miksi käymään siellä vielä?
I've seen more of that fire escape than I want to.
Onko se kommentoida siitä mitään?
I'd better not touch it. Josie would get... Definitely looks like the woman from the other night, but she looks sad. That's supposed to be the Roosevelt Island lighthouse.
Mä muuten kysyn Rosalta, että mennään vielä takas sinne. Mitä Rosa on meille Joeysta täällä?
He looks bored. Too bad.
Joey Rosasta.
She's just standing there looking awkward and totally normal. In other words,
No, ton mä kävin.
we came all the way out here. If you're gonna do something, go and do it.
Minneitä? Täällä varmaan mitään.
Hi there. Got time?
Sure.
Tiedätkö mitään Joseph Mitchellistä? Kävinkö mä tämän keskustelun läpi jo?
Have you ever heard of...
No, sorry.
Have you ever heard of a guy named John Goldwater?
No, sorry.
Have you ever heard of a company named Lazarus?
No, sorry.
No, näin mä vähän ajattelin. Täällä nyt ei oo mitään. Tässä jostain saada tietää. Tiedätkö sinä mitään Lasaruksesta?
Come in. Oh, hello. Again?
Nyt käydään kaikki läpi. Mikähän näistä taas uusi? Meltzer Foundation.
What do you know about the Meltzer Foundation?
Why? Are you looking for a loan?
Maybe. You deal with them?
They invested in our last film.
Water Under the Bridge?
That's the one.
I assume they got their money back since the film was such a success.
Not that it's any of your business, but yes, they did.
Joseph Mitchell.
Have you ever heard of a reporter named Joseph Mitchell?
Sorry, no.
John Goldwater.
Have you ever heard of a guy named John Goldwater?
Sorry, no.
Lazarus.
Have you ever heard of a company named Lazarus?
Sorry, no.
Cute cat.
Thanks, but she's not mine. She was just between you and me. She's not very...
Thanks for the chat, Monique.
Sure.
Kuka tietää Lasaruksesta jotain? No te tiedätte, mutta... Tällä mitään uutta.
Hi. So you think someone from...
It's a pretty big... I've tried calling Lazarus. They event... At least John went to his grave, but...
Well, see...
Mä oon taas jumissa.
Joey, I'd like to talk to you.
What could it possibly be?
This elevator is taking forever.
Yeah, how about that? I have an idea. How about pushing the button?
Oh, right. Well, let's get going.
After you, babe.
Puhutaan näistä.
You think Lazarus Technology really killed John Goldwater?
No, I think our elderly lady friend is the guilty party.
So they're a dead end.
Not necessarily. Any lead is a good lead.
You think Lazarus Technology...
No, I think our elder...
So they're a dead...
Not necessarily.
Choked to death. It's the same MO as Frank.
M.O.?
You know, modus operandi. It's what the real detectives say.
Do me a favor, kid, and never say that again.
I heard about Joseph Mitchell back when I studied journalism. He sounded fascinating.
Southern guy.
I can't.
He almost.
I think we've learned everything we need to know.
Have we?
I don't know about you, but my reporter sense is tingling.
Sweetheart, you wrote book reports.
Reviews, Joey. Book reviews. Let's just get over to the Meltzer Foundation office. That's all.
Sure.
Okei, Meltzeri. Tänäkään ne ei puhunut mitään.
Go right in.
Hi, Paul.
Hi again. What can we do you for?
The park gallery is a success.
It looks like the Park Gallery is going to be successful now.
Yes, Josie certainly has had her work cut out for her.
So do you. Her profits are your profits.
Yes, there is that.
And all it cost was one man's death.
Now that's unfair.
2 men dead? That doesn't sound fishy to you.
Should it? What kind of men do you take us for? I have no idea who the John Goldwater person is. As for the artist, he was obviously unstable. You'll need more evidence than that if you want to convince me of anything.
2 men are dead.
2 people have died.
Yes, so you said.
That doesn't bother you.
Neither of those men have anything to do with us. If you're looking for a conspiracy, you're looking in the wrong place.
I heard that your foundation gave money to Lazarus Technologies.
Oh, yes.
Have you ever heard of a...
No, sorry.
Kyllä sä oot nyt tässä kohtaa jo kuullut minulta.
Well, thanks for talking to me. I might be back later.
Sure thing.
Ei kyllä ollut mitään uutta sieltä. No, oli siellä uutta, mutta se ei kyllä johtanut mua mihinkään.
Hey, Joey.
This had better be important, sweetheart.
I think we've learned everything we need.
Have we?
I don't know about you, but my reporter sent...
Sweetheart, you...
Review... Let's just get over to the Meltzer Foundation office. That's all for now?
Sure.
Pitäisikö jotenkin saada siis sen... Kun en puhu mitään sille. Mistä mä sain selville sen, että miksi se kutsui sitä nuorempana? Ei, itse asiassa tulee tarinan mukana. Spoilers. Tää mulla nyt jää huomaamatta. Onko tässä Lasaruksesta vielä? To address Lazarus was established to review and research various health issues, conditions and diseases and use technology to address them. For more information, contact us. Ei siinä ollut mitään muuta. Onko tää nyt tullut mitään uutta? Ei. Eihän sulle ole tullut mitään. Pitäisikö mun käydä nää läpi? Thank you for submitting your rough draft of The Devil and the Dragon to our editor. Unfortunately, we are not looking for new ghost stories at this time. We wish the best of luck. Donald Quentin, tää oli se psykiatri. I just wanted to touch base and see if everything was alright with you and yours. My door is still always open. If you ever feel the need to chat, all the best. Bellevue Hospital, pitäisikö muuta sitä vilasta? Ei mitään, ei liity tähän peliin. Special offer Tomolta. Please be aware that a stay away policy has been put into effect against you by Kelly Hawthorne. That's television sukunimi. Should you harass her further, we will be forced to get police involved. Tom Small, NYU Housing Office. Juna Lee. I don't know who you are, but my daughter Susan insisted I contact you. She is home and resting and appears to be doing fine. Please stay away from us. Susan lost her two best friends and nearly her life, and her mental health is fragile. Mä just auton se ja saa silleen, että niinku pysy pois. Polar Bear Publishing. We reviewed your submission, The Devil and the Deacon. Unfortunately, novels of this sort are not what we are looking for. If you have anything else to share, please contact us. Laurie Claret, Polar Bear Publishing. Ei mitään. Peli sanoo vihjaa mulle, että mun pitäis mennä sinne Meltzer Foundationiin. Sieltä mä en saa mitään muuta irti kuin sen business-kortin, jos mä pääsen lukemaan sen B-mailia. Sen B-mailissa sitten sen nimi nyt oli. Paul M. Täältä mä en saa mitään muuta irti, että pitäisi tuon Charlesin sähköpostia vilkuilla, mutta mä en saa sitä salasanaa siihen ennen kuin tarina menee eteenpäin.
Joey,
What?
you think Lazarus technology really killed John Goldwater?
No, I think
So there.
not necessarily.
I think we.
Have we?
I don't know about
Sweetheart.
refused. Let's just get over to the Meltzer. That's all.
Sure.
Thank you for calling for general information about. You have reached the general office mailbox. Please.
Se toikaan ei johda mihinkään.
Come on, let's.
Hold your horses, will you? I'm coming.
Okei, toi oli uusi. Tällä tosiaan ole mitään Lazarus-teknologiaa. Parkkalari mä kävin puhumassa sille Foundationille. Onko sulla mitään uutista siihen?
Josie? Can I ask you some more questions?
I don't think so, Rosangela. I'm meeting with the buyers to.
Mä en lisää
Bye, Joe.
puhumaan enää.
Bye.
Go right in.
Hi, Paul.
Hi again. What can we do you for?
Kävän kaikki läpi. Hetkonen, parkkalari on hypännyt ylös.
Why weren't you at the opening last night?
Oh, it would just be in the way, you know? Art's not really our thing. But Josie knows what she's doing.
Mitä muuta?
Why weren't you at the.
Oh, Art's not.
Monique told me that you invested in CubeStar Films.
Monique. Oh yes. She's the executive producer, isn't she?
Yes.
She's doing a great job. That place is earning money hand over fist.
Monique told me that you invested in.
Monique.
Yes.
Do
you know anything about Frank Lyons, the actor?
Of course. Can you believe it? You looked healthy.
Have you ever been to a. Have you. Anything else you can tell me about the foundation?
I've given you the basic.
Have you ever heard of. He was a
Hey, that's it. Hey, Charlie.
Everyone.
A living.
Have you ever heard of a guy? I heard that your.
Oh yes, that was.
CubeStar Success. No niin, siellä tuli lisää.
CubeStar Films became successful after Frank Lyons died.
Did they? I suppose they did.
That benefits you too, doesn't it?
Oh, I see where this is going.
Let me break it down for you, Paul. Frank Lyons dies, and CubeStar Films becomes successful overnight. Claude Erdin commits suicide, and now the Park Gallery is selling priceless works of art. John Goldwater dies, and Lazarus Technologies becomes rich and powerful. All these companies are represented by you. Don't you see how this looks?
This is a total coincidence. I'm sure of it.
Is it?
It is. And I'll tell you another thing. I don't like these accusations. I think you should leave.
I am going to get to the bottom of this.
Maybe you will, but it has nothing to do with us. Now go, before I call the police.
Come on, let's blow and let him stew for a while.
Okei, edistystä.
Yeesh.
She's crazy.
Crazy with teeth. You gotta watch out for women like that, Scooter.
Scooter, you haven't called me that since we were kids.
Really? Maybe I should start calling you that again.
Whatever.
Sieltä se tuli. Eli Charles M. Scooter. Ei se peli vetänyt mua höplässä, kun se sanoi, että pitää mennä tonne Meltzer Foundationiin. Okei, toimi.
Charles doesn't get a lot of emails, it seems. There's just a bunch of names in his inbox. Frank Lyons, John Goldwater, Claude Erdin.
Tuttuja nimiä.
Joey, look at this. It's like a hit list of everyone who was killed by the Countess.
So Charlie was writing about each of the victims. I knew there was something fishy about that place. Come on, let's go back there and talk to him.
What on earth do we say?
Think of something, kid. History is repeating itself, and I don't... What was that?
It looks like his inbox is being updated.
Oh no.
My name. That's my name.
That son of a... Mess with us, Willie.
He just marked me. I'm next.
Look, don't worry. She might not come right away. We have time to plan.
Se ei kauan.
You killed Claude. And the others.
I did not kill. I healed them.
Can it? We've heard this song before. Just back away, real slow-like.
I only want to help.
I think we've had about enough of your help, lady. Back off, kid. I'm ready this time.
I have to help her. Just let me help her.
Oh, yeah? Help yourself to this.
Joey, are you all right?
Just peachy. Get out of here, will ya?
No, ok. Trash room.
Where is she? She isn't far. I can sense her.
You think I'm telling you?
Where?
Well, I know for sure she's not through that door behind you.
Come on, come on! Stupid elevator. Must be stuck a few floors down.
Joo, okei, taas kun tulee nyt koittaa, että pitää mennä tuonne. Mennään takaisin.
No place to go. I can't run away unless Joey comes with me, and Joey's the only thing holding her back. Come on, Rosa. Auntie did it 30 years ago, so can you. I wish you were here, Auntie. I really do.
That's far enough, sister.
Joey, leave it.
Leave it. Like hell.
Auntie's picture fell off the wall. I'll hang it back later, assuming there is a later. Get away from him!
Kid, she's here to kill you. I can handle her. Just think of something.
Ghost room.
It's fine where it is.
No.
No time. I've got to do something. Joey, are you all right?
Just peachy. I can handle her. Just think of something.
No, ei nyt oikein tuu mieleen mitään. Mä näytän sitä sille. Ok.
Hey, look at this.
Ooh, that's... I wanted to help her.
And look where it got you. You think anyone appreciates your help?
No. No!
How did we end up here?
I have brought you here. You are safe now. I have saved you.
Saved me? What do you mean, saved me? What did you do? Joey, did she kill me? Am I dead?
I don't know. Lady, I suggest you start talking.
There is nothing to say. You are safe now, both of you.
My dear, you carry on so.
It's you. I've been looking for you for so long. Why did you leave me?
My poor host, you cast me out. You broke our bond. It's too late to repair it.
What? No. Why would I do that?
Your mind is so broken that you do not remember. My, you are a mess. You don't even know your own name. Countess, indeed. Regardless, it is time for this to end.
End? Is there an end?
For you, there can be, if you let me.
I trust you, Madeline. I always will trust you.
Rosangela Blackwell, Joseph Malone, it is a pleasure to finally meet you. I'm sorry it had to be under such unpleasant circumstances.
Unpleasant is right. Who are you?
My name is Madeline, and a long time ago, I was this poor soul's spirit guide. She corrupted our bond, and I'm afraid the damage to both of us was quite severe. Can you help us? Can you help us end this cycle of death?
Jep. Teki niin mieli sanoa aikaisemmin jo siitä, että tästä Madelinista, en muista kyllä sen nimeä, mutta että se oli aika selkeä mun mielestä, että tää oli tämän Spirit Guide, Countessin Spirit Guide. Jos te olette vähänkään pitänyt silmänne auki tässä, niin olisitte ehkä voinut itsekin päätellä sen. Moni teistä varmaan, ne vajaa 10 ihmistä, jotka tätä sarjaa katsoo, niin arvostan kyllä muuten, että katsotte tätä sarjaa. Olette varmaan päätynyt jo että näillä saattaa olla se yhteys. Varsinkin jos piditte silmänne auki aikaisemmassa pelissä, että kun tuon Countessin Spirit Hosti hävisi tai lähti katos. Nyt tässä on joku tämmönen mysteerinen kummitus. No kumminkin. Turhaan mä jaarttelin tässä. Who is she?
Who are you?
As I said, my name is Madeline, and a long time ago, I was a spirit guide to the woman you know as the Countess. We were bonded, much like you and your guide are, but much has changed, and time is short. Will you help us?
She looks familiar.
I know you.
I have been trying to reach you in your dreams. At long last, I am able to manifest myself here, but time is short. Will you help us?
Ask her some questions.
We've got some questions first.
Yes, I'm sure you do, but time is short. Will you help us?
Yes, I'll help you. I don't have much choice. She's killed me.
Killed you? No, she left you quite unharmed. But regardless, there is no time to waste. Come with me. Now just relax.
Hey, what's the big idea? All right, you. Talk. Where are they?
The pattern. They're going to fix the pattern.
Talk sense, will ya?
The source. Cut off the source and the pattern will revert.
Why do I bother? Great. Trapped on another plane of existence with the Countess of Crazyville. They better know what they're doing.
Hey, what happened? How did you do that?
This is where the link originates.
Link?
The bond between your Countess and her hosts. Part of her is trapped here. You must remove it.
She's so strange and beautiful. Madeline, could I talk to you?
Of course.
Where are we?
Where are we?
You have been to this plane before. You have brought many lost spirits through here.
Well, yes, but there was never a diner before.
I can understand your confusion, but it is not a real diner. It is metaphorical. As you know, there is a bond between the Countess and her current host, and the bond is represented by this diner. You will find out more inside.
Why a diner?
Why is it represented by a diner?
The Countess used to spend lots of time in diners like these. You will find out more inside.
Breaking the bond.
This bond, how do I break it?
Part of the Countess is trapped inside. You must find it and remove it.
Mitään muuta siitä.
This bond, how do I break it?
Part of the Countess is trapped inside.
Okay. How did the bond break?
How did the Countess break the bond between you?
She did not break the bond, but moved it. To be rid of me, she had to form a bond with someone living. Someone who could, in essence, become her guide. How she acquired this knowledge, I do not know. I only know that it was accomplished.
Who did she pass it to?
Joe Gould. It was an easy task, since his mind was already broken. Upon Gould's death, it was passed on to Joseph Mitchell.
And now Charlie Meltzer.
Yes, it must be broken if this is to end.
Kestäköhän Joe Gouldiston puhuja? Ihmisen kuolemia. Is the Countess insane? Onko tää edes mikään kysymys?
How did the Countess get so...
Insane?
Yes.
Like you, her mind is a door to another plane of existence. By corrupting our bond, she opened that door so wide that it flooded her mind with unfathomable knowledge. She essentially has the universe inside her head, and no human mind can contain that. It broke her. She sees everything but understands nothing. If she didn't banish me to this place between worlds, I might feel more pity.
Who was the Countess?
Did you know her when she was alive?
Of course. We spent almost 30 years together.
What was she like?
Different. Happier. She loved helping those in need. But it no longer matters. She is the one who needs help now.
Alright.
Thanks, Madeline. I'm going to see what I can do.
I will be waiting right here.
Vilkä ettei tässä oikeata nimeä.
For the upteenth time, I have no money for your fund.
Show some pity. At least lend us a cigarette.
Ahem. I believe we got company.
Ah. Miss, could you perhaps spare a few dollars for the Joe Gould Fund?
Siinä on Joe Gould ja Joseph Mitchell.
I'm a long way from home. It's the front door of the diner. It leads out into whatever that place is. He's on the elderly side, but his eyes look sharp and alert. That's Joe Gould. I recognize him from the portrait in the Minetta. Hello.
Hello. My name is Joseph Ferdinand Gould. I am graduate of Harvard magna cum difficultate and chairman of the board of Wheel and Woe Incorporated. In exchange for a drink, I'll recite a poem, deliver a lecture, argue a point, or take off my shoes and imitate a seagull. I prefer gin, but beer will do.
I've been hearing a lot about you lately.
My reputation precedes me.
Minetta portrait.
I saw your portrait in the Minetta.
The Minetta. Yes, I'm quite famous there, you know.
I gathered.
It's all thanks to Mitchell, of course. The Joe Gould Fund filled its coffers nicely when he wrote his article.
Why are you here?
What are you doing here?
I don't quite know myself. We've all got to be someplace. As I understand it, I was mentally linked to my old friend, the Countess. I wish I'd known. It explains everything that my work was trying to prove.
His work.
Your work.
I have had many callings. I studied the seagulls of the world and learned their language. I spent months measuring the heads of 1,000 Chippewa Indians. But before I died, I was putting to paper the most important literary work known to man, the oral history of our time. With a compilation of the conversations of the city, overheard in bars, subways, street corners, and diners. Put together and studied properly, it would have revolutionized everything.
Revolutionized everything.
How would it have revolutionized everything?
We were all connected, every single one of us. But how? Think of the ramifications if we found out.
It sounds like quite an undertaking.
It was my life's work.
The Countess.
How did you know the Countess?
We met in a diner like this one. We'd often spend a week or two walking along the docks to discuss seagulls. She had many interesting theories on seagull linguistics. Then, one day, she disappeared. but a link had already formed between us. It's everything my oral history was trying to prove, that we are all linked.
Interesting. Murders.
The Countess is killing people.
Murder? No, I refuse to believe that. She couldn't hurt a fly.
The Countess's name.
Why is she called the Countess?
That's what she chooses to call herself. Far be it for me to tell her otherwise.
The name doesn't seem strange to you?
When you lived a life like mine, you take people at face value. Who cares about names? I once knew another fellow without a name. Called himself the Deacon.
Deacon.
The Deacon? You knew the Deacon?
Oh yes, he was this gloomy career drunk. One summer night while sitting in a doorway of the Bowery, he caught the scent of sulfur. He looked up and saw the devil himself standing over him. Since that night he believed he lost his soul. Not the most charitable drinking companion, if I may say so.
No, he wouldn't be.
You knew him?
Sort of.
Fancy that.
Mitchell.
What's your connection to Joseph Mitchell?
Ah, Mitchell. My benefactor. He made me quite famous, you know. But my goodwill only extends so far.
Why's that?
A cigarette. He has them. He won't give me one. It's demeaning to have to beg for one measly cigarette.
Cigarette. Tuo mun kissa rapii mun tuolia. Kupissa on ruokaa. Eikä vaan noussut sen tietokoneen päälle. Cigarette.
You want a cigarette?
Yes, I want a cigarette. It's a disgrace that I should have to beg for one.
The oral history.
I'd like to read the oral history.
And I'd like you to, but I'm afraid it belongs to the ages now.
There was also the problem of it never existing in the first place.
Of course it existed, only not on paper. It was over 3 million words, 3 times the size of the Holy Bible. The work transcended mere parchment and ink.
What about those essays you published in the Dial?
A passing fancy, nothing more.
You wrote essays?
For the now defunct Dial magazine. I still have the originals. Do you want to see?
Essays.
I'd like to see that essay.
Here you go.
It appears to be an essay about insanity, but the handwriting is so awful I can barely make it out. Just as well. I don't have time to read all this stuff.
Paperclip.
I don't think he'll miss this.
Yoink. Illegible words.
This handwriting makes my eyes water, but I think it's an essay about insanity. I don't think it's important. Here you go.
Always glad to share.
Alright. Jätetään tämä video tähän. Tehdään vähän lyhyempi video tästä. Koska mä haluan mennä käymään tupakista puheen ollen. Eli kiitos kun katsoitte ja jatketaan seuraavassa videossa.